Hello everybody, Hal Swayze here. Well, it's Easter time. Let's find out where those eggs have been hidden. Well, good afternoon and welcome to our 2023 April market update for San Luis Obispo County. As I like to do each month, I cover three things. Number one, we're going to talk about what's happening in the market and those statistics. Number two, I want to talk about some of the programs that are out there that are helping to kind of juice up the market and things that help buyers and sellers. And then lastly, just want to do a little recap of this Easter time versus last year. So marketplace, here we go with our market stats. Our inventory again is up over last year, to be expected. We have about 248 homes on the market this time this year versus 174 last year. So our number of homes for sale year over year is up, but over last month we have come down, so that you can see the trajectory. Sales and pendings definitely down a little bit from last year, but way up over 1 month ago. So March, far more sales than February. So again, you can see the trajectory of what's happening in the marketplace. And lastly, I like to always show what's happening out there in terms of new homes on the market. We had 100, number closed 160. So last several months, I don't know how far back we have to go, but we have more homes selling and coming off the market than new homes coming on the market. So part of that, again, we talk about interest rates. Heard an interesting statistic. About 90% of the mortgages out there are 5% or less, okay, compared to high sixes today. And half of the 90% that are under 5% are actually under 3.5%. So you can see a lot of people with those great rates don't really want to give them up unless there's some advantage to do so. So that is going to continue to constrict our supply. Let's talk about pricing, okay? And I brought some specifics here because it's very interesting. So if I look back 1 year ago in San Luis Obispo, I'm going to look at my notes here. A year ago, we had 37 homes close in March of 2022, 37. Guess how many closed in the city of San Luis Obispo this year? 35, so 2 less. Here's the average price, and you can't rely on averages, but it gives you a general feel. The average price this year, $994, last year, $969. Okay, now we know, and if you call me, and real estate is specific, every house is kind of like a fingerprint. They're all different and separate. So if I look at some homes that sold last year, exact same home or models this year, okay, some are selling for less, some are selling for more. On average, last month, they were going for more than a year ago. Another interesting one, if I look at a task, Arroyo Grande, 21 sales last year, this month, same thing this month, this year, 21. So the markets are pretty parallel. Pricing last year, okay, $1,197,000, this year, $1,117,000. So that's about an $80,000 reduction in the average price, okay? And lastly, if I look at Nipomo, only 12 sold this year versus 24 last year, so more selling in Nipomo. Average price last year, $891, this year, 1.1. So $891 last year, 1.184 this year. So there's your pricing, okay? So what are these programs I'm talking about? Well, right now in the state of California, they passed a bond to put up about $300 million for down payment assistance, okay? I'm not gonna get into too much detail, so call me if you have questions about it because it's a great program. But basically you can borrow up to 20% on a purchase based on income requirements, which are very liberal, more liberal than you would think, and they can help with a virtually cost-free, no interest down payment for your house. I mean, this program is really exciting for first-time buyers. Additionally, we're seeing a lot of lenders, to get the business going, are actually buying down the rate for their borrowers at no cost. So from 6.75, for example, they'll buy it down 1% for 1 year. So for a year, you're at 5.75%. What can happen between now and a year from now? Rates could come down to that level. They could go lower. Time will tell. So, gosh, a lot of things, progression, pushing momentum in the marketplace. And lastly, let's look at Easter. I remember so clearly last year, I was putting a house on the market right before last Easter, telling the people, hey, every home we put on the market, we'll have a bunch of showings, we'll have a bunch of offers on Monday. We had 2 showings and I think no offers. And the property took like 30 to 45 days to sell for a nice property at a good price. That market changed so quickly. We've seen it change quickly the other direction recently. We're seeing lots of offers. I'm listing homes that are 2.5, 2.6 million with multiple offers. I've got multifamily properties that are getting bid up as well. I mean, it has really changed very rapidly. Now, will this last? We don't know, but every indication is we're just not going to have enough homes coming on the market to affect prices in a negative manner. Okay? Again, 100 homes came up for sale, 160 sold, and things are just starting to kick off. So if you have any questions about the special programs for financing, your down payment, what your home might be worth, give us a call. There's a lot of people that can benefit from us. It's 805-781-3750. We'll talk to you in a month.